can grant wishes, but I'll figure something out later. In the
Can I get a
meantime,
wish?
no, she serves me.
Hmm.
So, come on.
Actually, since I did solve the riddle, could I request one of those wishes, Growl?
Did you open the bottle?
Did you solve the riddle to get the bottle?
Were you too afraid to open the bottle?
Did you
Mistress,
speak before I did?
if I may speak, unlike others of my kind, I'm not limited to 3 wishes. I can grant as many as you make.
So, do you speak truth all the time?
I can make her speak truth.
I speak as honestly as I possibly can.
Okay, so
Right.
how much of a monkey paw is your wishes?
Oh, mistress, you offend me. Perhaps I cannot move the heavens and earth like my cousins, but I can affect some change.
Would
No.
it be possible to restore Mythglin here? At least enough for us to get some information out of her, if not help us outright.
I suppose I could give it a shot, if that's all right with you, Mistress Growl.
Do it.
Well,
Please?
Please?
well, she is happy where she is at the moment, and think about it. Restore her. Which means, where is she now? Think about that.
When the Anubis here is finished, then, I suppose.
Because she pops free, so to
Put some
speak.
cold water.
I'm happy to wait here until that happens.
Alright, anyone want to do anything while you guys are waiting for Mythglin to pop free?
Well, we're waiting for Mia to find that book as well, so that's gonna take forever.
I think we have the book. We found the journal in the back.
Well, that was a separate journal.
Oh, okay.
Nathis does go through the remaining amount, finds the final journal, sure enough, the last book he checked, and makes his way back to the town square. However, since you didn't tell him where you were going, he's a little lost.
I will send someone to go find him.
I'll go get him.
Excellent.
Okay. So you bring Mia back
Hey, what's
and
up?
presents the book she triumphantly found.
Excellent.
Took a little while.
It was a mighty struggle, but I found it. In the last book on the last pile.
That does happen to even the best of us, doesn't it?
So, which one of these journals is the first journal?
You have the journal
Oh.
given to you by the Sphinx, and you have the journal found at the bookstore.
The bookstore one, probably.
Guys, think about this. We have a couple of hours, so let's just start reading through them.
Yeah, sounds okay, here we
Alright, you take your time, sift through the journals. One of them is apparently the journal of Aderame, actually, not Mythglin. And in this, it's apparently written before she was compelled to service imps, goblins, and small monsters. It talks about the initial mission to set up a base of operations to accumulate all of the wealth and supplies for oncoming adventurers, to make sure that all of the strange rules and magics that operate within the tomb have been properly analyzed and deciphered. She talks about the mission as set forth by the Queen. There's no mention of any letter passed by the princess or any adventure into the tomb itself. You presume she stopped keeping the journal or it fell out of her possession before anything like that happened. There is a mention, however, that they, while scouting out, took a look through some of the passages, and that they believe that there are actually a fair number of pit traps hidden throughout the tomb, and adventurers would be well advised to proceed carefully rather than rushing forward. Beyond that, there's no indication of where they might have stowed the missing supplies.
Hopefully we can just ask Mithrin.
In Mithlin's journal, however, you sift through, and it's rather more helpful. It does specifically mention the princess's letter, and the letter is copied word for word. However, it is still in the cipher that it was originally deciphered as. Though she gives a broad overview, the details are locked out without an expert in such things or a very long period of time to study it. The contents of the letter are going to be somewhat nebulous. It does indicate that the princess believed that rather than scouting out the area for heroes, the three of them should infiltrate the tomb itself and put an end to Doxy. Apparently she had enough faith in the three of them that they didn't need to wait for outside heroes, and she feared that if heroes from other nations were the ones who solved it, then the glory of their nation would be diminished when Doxy fell. She's taken copious notes on the several of the traps. However, it looks like many of the pages have been obliterated by various sexual fluids. Sadly, their messages and notes have been more or less lost to you. There are some notes, however, that there are secret passages at the bottoms of some pits, and there's something special about, although the context is lost for this, there's something special about a dungeon door.
And this princess is Queen Euphoria's daughter, I suppose?
Yes, although you did not meet her, you're familiar with her by reputation. Princess Arafel is next in line to inherit the throne when Queen Euphoria elects to step down or she takes a suitor.
Interesting. Alright then, I guess we're waiting for Mithrin.
Alright, after a period of time, the Anubis guard shrinks enough for Mithrin to pop out, and he snorts and goes on his way, leaving her on the ground, oozing with cum.
Right. You may want to clean her up first.
I will do so, yes.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
You guys are hilarious.
I'm going to create water on top of her. 26 gallons of water.
That seems a bit
God.
excessive.
You splash, and the water ruins many of the silks in the area. Hezekiah scolds you severely and has his guards throw all of you out, including Mithrin. Says, come back when you have gemstones, and you're not going to ruin all of my silks. I'm very upset at you. Away with you.
Dick.
Why did like 26 gallons? Why didn't you just do the sensible thing, drag her out?
Or just like,
Well,
take
Or
up.
put it in a
I
bucket.
thought time was of the essence. We've already spent so much time.
Oh.
Yeah, it takes
Toddling
1 minute to chuck her out to the streets.
Well, she's with us now, isn't she?
Well,
I will take her out someplace private so she can recover and get that wish done.
All right, you
Take her to the Wild Oats Inn.
take her to the
no,
inn.
no,
Oh,
God
there you
damn
go.
it, stop going places. Think about it for 2 seconds. We have to go all the way there. We're in the middle of open area. See?
You have been traveling quite a bit. Night is falling.
Yeah, let's get her revived and on her feet, then and go to an inn or something. So
The water did not do the trick. She's still insensible from the rigorous trials she's endured.
is she at least clean or...
Yes, she is clean, though naked.
Okay. I will
You did not
cover her
request the
with my
cloak from
cloak.
the Dalhan.
I shall give her mine.
Okay. Mistress, shall I try now? The genie asks.
Yes, you can try to restore her to her normal state, which she was before she, well, went into here. But don't mess up her memories, you know, like delete everything or, you know, like remove everything like that, you know.
Keep her
The,
memory of the tomb.
The
Yeah.
genie wiggles her butt and places a finger on Mithglen's head. Slowly, a sense of understanding comes to her eyes, and she looks around. She doesn't appear to see any of you.
Mithglen, are you alright?
She blinks and looks around, straining as if to find out where the sound is, then shakes her head. Apparently it was just some noise on the wind. She searches for her belongings, seems to pat herself down as if looking for something, picks up something out of the air that presumably might have been where her daggers were, and then stalks off towards the tomb. Starts off walking through town.
I will try and take her wrist, I guess.
You try to seize her wrist, but she dodges out of the way, quite unaware that you even made the attempt.
I will then turn at the genie and say, what the fuck?
Oh, well, you did ask to have her restored the way she normally is, and she's normally very driven in these things. So I think she's trying to complete her mission.
No, I didn't ask for that. I asked her to restore her how she was, not how
Yes,
she used to be.
This is how she was.
Oh god.
Can you just
Under
restore her
wish.
to normal? Let's try that.
Well, I'm not sure what normal is. This seems to be normal for her. I mean, possibly without the phantom weapons.
Let's
Can you make it so
let's
she realizes
rephrase
she'll hear?
that.
I'm gonna try to slow her down while you guys talk to this genie.
No, Genie comes with us.
Yeah, we're all just walking around Mithglen, basically, as this is going on.
Okay. Party starts walking towards the tomb with Mithglen.
And
Yeah.
Stop.
Are you going to try to flying tackle her, grapple her, or just stand in front of her?
Grab her.
Alright, you grab at her wrist, make an attack roll.
Or you want CMB.
Or whatever, CMB.
Okay. We'll do so. Yeah, that's...
How many people are trying to grab her?
at least 2, I heard.
Oh wow, low roll from hell.
Hedra and who else? Okay,
That's
fine.
me.
Both of you make a grab for her, but she expertly ducks out of the way and
Hold on.
keeps going.
I cast Hold Monster on her.
Whole monster
You
of a
are
person.
teleported outside of the city.